This one's going to be a quick mail opening, as I've got 2 records in here, both by the same artist, and obviously with it being one package, both from the same seller. This was a Discogs marketplace seller. I think the shop is based in Shoreditch, London, called Flashback Records. So anyone, and I know there's a few of my viewers who live that neck of the woods, any Londoners, maybe it's because I'm a Londoner, if you know Flashback Records, then let me know in the comments, let me know what they like. Very happy with this having come pretty promptly. So I'm just going to get this open. This is 2 albums that I wasn't massively desperate for, but I'm slowly collecting some records from this duo. These are a good price. I think one was £11, one was £13, I think. And then postage was about £5, I think. Second-hand records, but graded at being very good plus condition, which for me, for older records, is usually more than good enough. I think the records themselves may have been separated out. Both come in some protective outer sleeves. I do have plenty of those. These ones look pretty good quality, I have to say. Right, I will show you this one first. This one is Stellar by Yello. Now, this is an album that's from the mid to late 80s. I want to say 86, and this should be a copyright date on here somewhere. 85, so I was 1 year out, and it has been separated out. It's come in a very nice inner sleeve look. Nothing really to see in relation to the records, it's just standard black disc there. This one and the next one were a good price. Any tracks on here I'm familiar with. The one I'm really familiar with is the one that was always played on like comedy films in the 1980s. Oh yeah, that's track 3 on side 1. So that is Stellar. That's all I've got to say on it really. This is going to be a pretty quick look at a couple of new records. But those of you may remember my Yello mail opening. As you can see, this is gatefold. I've put it in a gatefold protector. You can see a nice picture of the suave and debonair duo, Dieter and Boris there. In fact, there's been a couple, but one was combined with a new order purchase that I'd made, their recent new single. I'm not going to bother inspecting the disc properly now, partly because it'll take too long, and also partly because the lighting at this time of the evening when I'm recording just isn't brilliant to be doing anything like that. So that's Stellar from 1985. As you know, I've started collecting some Yello albums. They don't really have anything in the way of fancy coloured or patterned discs. They have had some reissues, like on heavier 180 gram vinyl, but a lot of the ones, I think almost all of them in fact, of the Yello albums that I've collected so far, I've got like the original releases, so I'm kind of sticking with sort of getting the originals as they're a little bit cheaper anyway. Anyway, this is the other album from Yello. This one is Flag. I believe this will be about 1988. Let's see if I've got the year right. Yeah, 1988, I was spot on there. This has just got a plain standard paper inner sleeve here, as you can see. I like that it's got the hype sticker on there, and it's on the actual sleeve itself, which is something you don't tend to get with new albums now. There again, it's just a standard black disc, nothing to see here. The track, or tracks, that I'm familiar with on here are The Race, which I think is Yello's biggest selling single, at least in the UK, and probably in many parts of Europe as well. And my personal favourite Yello single, although I'm still discovering them really, so there'll be other Yello singles I've never heard before that hopefully I will hear in due course. But of course I'm lying, track 2 on side A. I love that song so much. Brilliant, brilliant kind of synth ballad with a really strange video as well, but then Yello are strange. I really like these protective sleeves. I think Flashback, although I purchased these via their Discogs marketplace shop, I will see if they've got a website. I'm assuming they have, and if I can order some of these 12-inch protective outer sleeves here, when I start running out of mine, I think I will do that, as I really like these, and I like this kind of semi-circular cutout bit at the top. Just makes it a bit easier really for getting things in and out. But yeah, there we are. So 1988's Flag, 1985's Stellar, maybe the two biggest selling Yello albums, perhaps. I'm no expert, but given that some big singles for Yello are on these albums, I would assume these are two of their better selling and certainly better known albums. There's some Yello stuff, mainly from kind of the 1990s and most of the 2000s, that's not even been released on vinyl yet, so hopefully their entire back catalogue will get released, at least studio album wise, on record eventually. But in the meantime, I'm just slowly getting stuff that's been out for 30, almost 40 years really. In fact, I think Yello's debut album, which I can't remember the name of offhand, I'll put it on screen, that did come out in 1980, so that'll be 41 years old this year, as will I be. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Just a quick simple mail opening of two Yello albums, one of my favourite synth weird electro duos from the 1980s. Thank you especially, of course, to all of my amazing subscribers and wonderful patrons. I'm gonna go now, and what else but put one of these platters on the turntable. Probably start with Stellar, if for no other reason that it's slightly older, and then I can listen to them in chronological order, just like Doctor Who would. You wouldn't. And I do hope that you all will join me again next time for my next vinyl record related video. Cheers everyone. See ya!